Welcome to my craft room, and look what we're going to be doing today. Wouldn't you like to receive one of these for a gift? Well, I did. My sister Marie, who is also my upline, taught me how to make this and gave it to me, and I love it. This would be a great gift for anybody, anytime. And I want to show you, we're going to start with this pen. Isn't this cool how that's connected? And it has the designer paper in there, the spice cake. And here's a little strip of this, and this measures 3/4 by 3 1/4. And what we're going to do is, the first thing is we're going to roll this. So just begin at that edge to begin to roll it in. And do it about halfway, kind of tight. And then flip it around, and now do it the other direction. Are you catching on to what I'm doing? By doing it both ways, it makes it roll into itself. Where if you only rolled one side into the other, it's going to have that little flap. And then I just take my hands and kind of roll it on my paper. And it almost gives the appearance that it's glued together. Look how nice and tight that is. I mean, that is really secured into itself. These pens are the RSVP Pentel, and they unscrew. They're not a new style. They've been around forever. They're the ones that the cartridge removes out. Simply drop this little piece of designer paper into there. Put your cartridge back in. Screw it in. And voila! Cool? I just wanted to show you from the Holiday Mini Catalog just how different this designer paper looks than it looks in the catalog. I mean, I just think this is gorgeous. And here you can barely make it out. And here's the opposite side. That it's like, which side do I use? They're both so pretty. This is page 17, so check it out. I'm using a strip of 4.5 by 1 inch soft suede, and I punched it with the eyelet border to create our lace. We're going to put this through the crimper. If you don't have a crimper, this is an old tool that's been around forever. You want to put it through there a couple of times. And what this does is it breaks down the fiber in this so that it makes it very manageable to work with. If you tried to bend and twist this cardstock as stiff as it is, you'd have a lot of trouble. With this tablet, I've already put a piece of sticky strip. I haven't pulled that up yet, but I just want to show you. I want this to lay flat, and I want this to lay flat, and I'm going to be pleating the inside. So let's see how we do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin to just press that, making little pleats. These aren't very large. Can you kind of get an idea what I'm doing there? Now I'm going to go to this side, and I'm going to try to duplicate that. And because we've used that crimper, that's making this so much easier. And the top cut portion of this will be covered with our designer paper. Go back to this side now and just keep those pleats. And I basically thinking I can get probably 3 good pleats, and then we're going to just make some tucks. Like so. All right? You kind of get the idea what I'm doing there. And then by tucks, I mean I'm just making little pinches. Just kind of pinching it, because this is going to be my filler once I adhere that to our sticky strip at the top of this note tablet. Let me tell you about this note tablet. You can get this at any office supply, and they have cut these in half. This is a 5 by 8 notepad, and this was gotten at Staples. You can see half the word Staples there, and then they cut that in half for a price, of course. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how I'm doing on my spacing. So I'm going to lay that down and then just begin to pleat that up. And you could put sticky strip onto this. I've seen people do that. To me, I don't need to do that. I can manage this quite well by just doing my little pleats like so. Okay, let's get it on. So and you basically had this right at the lower part of that black top. And voila. As the sticky strip sticks to me. I'm going to line up both sides first. So I'm going to press that down and press this side down. And then that way I'm going to be very happy because those are going to be exactly where I want them. Now I'm just going to fold my 2 pleats on each side that I made. 1, 2. And now this part is just a fill-in. Can you see how easy that was? Not a whole lot to it, was it? Using the crimper is the key. Trust and believe. You want to break down that fibers in that. Now, this is a piece of twill tape, and this piece of twill tape measures 5 1/4, and I have put sticky strip inside that, and this is, let's see here, that is 2 1/4. So I'm going to pull this. The reason I have this so long is I want to make sure that it doesn't pull loose with putting that pin back and forth. Bunt up your 2 cut edges and simply connect that like so. And see your nice little opening you have? And so that's going to be really secure, and that's what you want. Take your sticky strip, now go across this again. This time I'm going to put that sticky strip so that it is touching the top of my soft suede cardstock, and I'm pressing that really firmly, taking my scissors, trimming that off. Now pull that off. Don't forget, it's the loop that's going to the left. So get that lined up right the way you want it. And what I do is I want to make sure that that pin is going to come out. So I'm going to take my hand and just put the pin in there and make sure that it's going to come in and out. Whoopsie. It would help if I could see. Ta-da. Okay, it does. No sweat. All right, now have my loop to my left and just lay that across my sticky strip. Press that on there firmly. I've already put a strip of the sticky strip on the back, and now I'm going to place it on the front as well, right where I have my twill tape. I'm going to go just a little bit over that twill tape, and I'm going to put 2 pieces of this because I'm assuming this is going to get a little bit of wear and tear, and so I want it to stay. And then I'm going to go just to the top of this twill tape, but I'm not using very much sticky strip at all because this is very small in width. Okay, now pull this off. Okay, I have my piece of Spice Cake designer paper, and I am pressing that. And you could bring it a little bit lower if you'd like, but I like it just about like so. I have my sticky strip on the back, pull that off, and pull that over and secure that really well. And I like to burnish that, so I'm going to just take my hand and voila! Adorable. Next, our vanilla cardstock, very vanilla. I have stamped it with our little teacup from the set Morning Cup. This set is so adorable. I'd love to just show y'all all kinds of ideas on how to work with this set. There's 11 stamps in it. I've already stamped my teacup, and I have done my little Perkit. And if you would like, you can put the verse perk it. It will fit right under here, but it's going to be a little bit further down on your cardstock than where I have it. I wanted to do the steam coming out. So, because of that, I decided to do them separately. Let's color it. Oh, and that's with the soft suede ink. I'm using the Pool Party, which goes right along with this lovely designer paper. And I'm very lightly touching this because I want to add some shadowing. So now on my right side, I'm going to darken that. And leaving my inside very light. I'm going to add some little stripes to my handle. Just be as creative as you would like. And I'm going to add a little bit of shadowing around my cup. And I'm also going to add a tiny bit of shadow. I'm barely touching this to the left side of my cup. And if you'd like, you can also add just a light border across the top. What do you think? Let's punch it out. This is the large tag. And of course, as you know, you've watched enough videos, you know that you want to look at your, line this up, and you want to look at this through the back side. And I've already punched with the extra large tag in the soft suede. Now I'm a person that likes to add a little more color, so I've just taken my wedge of sponge and I'm just going to go around this, and I'm doing this very lightly, and just add a little bit more color to that. Taking my favorite glue, multi-purpose glue, shake it down and just add little dots of glue. It doesn't take a lot. As you can see, I've used very, very little there. Then I'm going to center this up. I've got a piece of the Victoria lace, and I am going to, I think I'll go this direction with that, and I'm going to just cross that over. I put a little bit of the multi-purpose adhesive on that. Flip this over, and come out. I want to show you, I put magnetic strips on the back of this. I already have 2, and I'm going to pull this backing off. This is what I did to the others. And because I'm not 100% sure how well that's going to hold, I'm going to put a little bit of sticky strip on the back of that. I just want to really make sure that it doesn't come off. Wouldn't these make great stocking stuffers or teacher's gifts? Scout, for your scout leader. There's so many different ideas on how to use this. Pull this off. Adhere that onto the back. This stuff likes me. It wants to stick to me. And press that on. And that magnetic strip comes in a roll. You can find that everywhere. Got my adhesive and my Victorian lace on there, and then I'm going to just position that like so. And what do you think? Got my pen already hooked onto my little loop. And let me give you a little warning, okay? You can make this loop too large, and that is then going to hang way over. I don't think you need it to be that large. I just want it just enough, and you can see I'm having ease of getting that off and on. So there you go. Before I leave you, I want to tell you right now, Stampin' Up! Is offering an online extravaganza, and there are pages of deals from 20% all the way to 60% off. Go into my website, click on promotions at the bottom of the page. You'll go right into there, click on to the online extravaganza. To your left, it's going to have digital, then it'll have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60%. Click on those and it'll take you to what the items are. Happy shopping! I'm going to take advantage of the deal, and I hope you do as well. It's been a lot of fun sharing this idea with you, and I look forward to our next video.